up early in the morning and thinking about how I'm glad we do not exist in a world where YouTube is the same as it was in 2009. I'm glad this isn't 2009 YouTube anymore. Um, See, I was thinking about YouTube today. I've been up since like 5 in the morning. And I was like, man, we've come a long way. Like, I know a lot of people like to say, "Oh, but the channel design sucks now. It's dead and cold." It's like, you realize, like, if it was the way it was, and I hate to say this, but if it was the way it was back in like 2007, oh my god, YouTube would have went down the tube. Poet didn't know it. Well, that's not really a rhyme, I guess, unless they consider YouTube its own word. But anyways, um, yeah, I mean, I think YouTube would have fucking failed. It was like total anarchy. They really did need to format that shit a little bit better. My favorite layout was like 2011, where you could still like it had some uniformity, I guess would be a good term to it. You know, every channel they didn't really get to pick like a backdrop. It was just like a color, and then they could have like this crazy banner. Like, that's what I liked. And I honestly don't mind the current system as it is because it's just more universal. Think about it. I mean, Google picked this ball up and turned it into a cash cow. Like, we probably would not be on YouTube right now if it were still be running by the same people as it originally was. But enough about like formats of YouTube and stuff. I'm more concerned, or I just want to talk about YouTube, I guess. So the first instance of YouTube ever being brought up around me was in the spring of 2007. So a little over a decade ago. And a few of my classmates, they were talking about the safety dance. We had this high schooler who was a senior who was going to graduate that was our teacher's aide. And for some reason, I don't remember why, but we wanted him to do the safety dance for class. So we thought that maybe using the music video on YouTube is just the something for him to dance to instead of like lugging around like a boombox or something, it would be easier. Well, I found out that YouTube was blocked on the school computer the next day, but the way that my classmates said it was odd. I don't know if they had the incorrect pronunciation, because it was like, I kept thinking people said Mewtwo. Like, they said it in a weird way. I don't think they really knew the actual name of it either. And I was like, Mewtwo like the Pokemon, right? So I went home, and I'm like, searching it up. I was like, where's this Mewtwo video site? I can't find it. And I didn't. I didn't actually see YouTube with my very own eyes until about 3 months later. It was like July 2007. The first video I ever watched on YouTube was the cupcake video, where, you know, the guy, he's like a OG content creator here on YouTube, but, you know, oh, I'm hungry, would you like cupcake? Yeah, do you want the Star Wars cupcake, this cupcake, that cupcake? And the guy's like, oh, I think I lost my appetite. That is the first video Mjolnir Man watched on YouTube. But I probably wasn't really regularly watching YouTube. At the time, afterwards, I had like a really sick, twisted sense of humor even as a kid. So, for some reason, it made me laugh my ass off, but I thought it was fucking hilarious when I would see videos of like dogs humping the shit out of stuffed chew toys and shit. That shit had me rolling. So my parents started getting concerned because they walk in and the laptop they gave me, I'd just be laughing because I would watch like a chihuahua hump like a rubber ducky or something, like a rubber ducky stuffed animal, and it it was funny to me. But I stopped for a while because actually, oh, that should be a story time video. Ryan and I started like a secret porn watching ring, and we would go to each other's houses in our group of friends, and we would like watch porn on their computer. Like, we had no concept of like how to jerk off or anything, so we're just like sitting there looking at titties and stuff. And eventually that all came to a crashing burn. So my parents forbade the use of the laptop for a very long time. I want to say like 3-4 months. What got me back into it was I started wanting to do mods for like Halo on PC, and then from then on I just started watching it daily for other things as well. Like, I can quite vividly recall that Arby and Chief was like one of the first series I watched on YouTube. I still watch it to this day, more out of nostalgia than actual comedy though. Um, but in particular, I wasn't really introduced to the YouTube ranting community until about 20, or not, when I was 12. Uh, so, I saw, like, I recall seeing a few original fake Sagan videos. I remember seeing quite a few of TJ's really, really old videos. And I thought it was interesting as a kid because I was always kind of like a bookworm. So it was like watching books, I guess. And I thought it was interesting seeing like all these different theories compete, or all these different points of view on a subject compete. It was an interesting concept to me. It's like you would have never expected like people to click on just an everyday person's video, because I think YouTube back in the day was seen more as like, and I know it was originally aimed to be this, but just like a repository for clips and stuff if you ran out of space or whatnot. And it really took off after that. Like I said, like Google got the ball rolling. But 2009 ranting YouTube was absolute bullshit. Let's be honest. Like, it's still got its cringy shit because you got motherfuckers like me running around, but response videos weren't like response videos. Like, I made that War Corpse response last night. In 2009, I would be like, War Corpse 666 ponage video. And I would play his video with like a 480p webcam and pause and be like, "You're just a stupid motherfucker," and like start roasting him. Like, that's all early 2009 or early 2000s YouTube was, or late 2000s, I guess. Not good. No bueno, my guy. I'm just glad it's evolved so much. Let's just put it like that, cause it would have went under, and I'm glad that some of the original ranters got to make a living off of it. It's sad to see some of them go, but you know, people live lives, and people need to do what people do. Actually, nah, I think he became like a alt-right nationalist nut job. I was gonna say I'm gonna go see what fake Sagan's up to after this video, but I think I already know. Anyways, I'll see you guys later today. That's about all for now. Until next time.